Hello YouTube, this is 88119966, and I've decided to do all the emulators and then the games. Okay, so this is ZSNESW. Not sure what the W stands for. It's a Super Nintendo emulator. Has everything you want, minus mouse support, I think. There might be a way to make it work, but I don't know how. Okay, so has Game Genie. It does not have NetPlay. It has the NetPlay option, but click on it, nothing happens. Load a game. And click on it, still nothing happens. It was taken out because it was too unstable. It says it supports the mouse, but I don't know how to make that work. So if you can figure that out, please comment or leave a video response and tell me how it's done, because I want to know. But it supports the Super Scope and the Justifier. I haven't figured out two Justifiers, but Justifier is not really very important because it only works with one game. And Super Scope works well for whatever you want to use that for. Supports 5 players, but I don't know of any games that support 5 players. It has TurboFire, supports gamepads, everything you'd expect, and you can even set the controls to be game specific, which means that if you have one game, the controls are specific to that game. So if you wanted to invert something or move the buttons around, or I don't know why you would, but you can if you want to for a specific game. And now, somewhere in here, give me a second. No. It supports acceleration and slowing down if you want to do that. I never really saw the purpose, but if you want to, you can. And it has a rewind function, which I'll demonstrate. Backspace. It doesn't come configured. So this is Three Ninjas Kickback, which is a game that sounded interesting, but really isn't. So I push rewind. It rewinds. Goes backward. Which can be very, very useful. I'll show you a more useful example. This happens to be my save state for Bust a Move, level 100. It's way harder with the recorder on. You push backspace. Ahem. Okay, so you mess up, you push backspace, and you go back some amount of time that you can set. In this case, it's 3 seconds, which is probably too long. You want that around a second. And if you want it, you can just hold it. And it supports 10 save states, I believe. Yeah, 10 save states, so enough to save all the save states you want, pretty much. No need for more than that. Has all sorts of strange functions that I never figured out. And in here somewhere, there's a move memorizer. But I believe Yeah, here it is. Key combos. This is kind of hard to use, but if you can figure it out, it's really, really useful. So, you set what you're about to memorize as a move to a key, have it a P, test, and so you can have it press and release, only press or only release any button on the pad. You can have it put a frame delay or a second delay on it. And I've never really used it because I don't really play fighting games, but I've used it occasionally and it's really, really useful. And you just have your button and that does a move for you. Some people might call it cheap, but it's useful. Okay. Sound is as good as you can really hope for. It's 16 bits. Sounds probably just like a Super Nintendo. Video is much the same. You have a whole lot of options of windowed and full screen, or full screen, I should say, which, you know, you can have it up to really high resolutions. This is probably going to lag pretty bad. Oh, yeah, my video card doesn't support that. And it's crashed. But that's pretty much everything you need to know. Okay. Next video will come out as soon as I make it. So probably it'll come out tomorrow if I'm good about it. And next video will be on Project 64, which is a Nintendo 64 emulator. Good night.